So let's now talk about the equipment. This is the thing that people think that they need the most in order to record good courses, which is a lie. In reality, good equipment is a thing that people are way overthinking about. And the only thing that they really need to focus on is actually a microphone. I'm gonna show you. This is a microphone. This is the microphone that I'm talking in. Everything else, the cameras, the lightings, the stats, etc., are just additional things that are making your course actually look a bit more beautiful, but no more helpful than anything you said without all those equipments. It's all about what you said, right? It's all about what you're teaching, what you're talking about. And this is the important part. Everything else is simply an additional decoration that makes everything more beautiful. But nobody's buying the course for their beauty, right? People are buying the courses for information. So what you're talking is far more important. So what kind of equipment you will need and what kind of equipment you can get if you don't have one. About the microphones, we're gonna have an entirely dedicated lecture to that because this is the most important part of equipment that you need to get. So next lecture will be all about that. Now, what else? To be absolutely fair with you, the only thing that is required 100%, to only other thing basically that is 100% required is a computer. Basically the place where you will actually edit the video that you will be making, or in some cases where you will be recording these videos. We're gonna cover screen recording software in one of the next lectures. But in reality, you don't really need a camera because in many courses you don't even need to see the face of an instructor. But to be really honest, if you do have your face in your courses, it is much better because it's much better in providing an eye-to-eye contact with the student, and this way student actually gains more connection and is more concentrated on what you're saying. It is just the fact that it's better to see and look at the student through the camera than just to talk about the thing in a monotonous voice. So basically you will need a computer to record your videos on and most importantly to edit your videos on. So what type of computer you will need for that? Do you need something very powerful or you can basically edit or anything? Well, to be fair, you can edit on any computer. Yes, I mean it. You can edit on any computer that came in a recent at least 10 or maybe 12, 13 years. Video editing software is so good now that they can run on practically anything. And there are video editing software for basically any type of systems that you can imagine. For this course, we're gonna be using very heavy and very powerful video editing software called DaVinci Resolve. It is among the most powerful 3 video editors on the market right now that even movie creators are actually using. And we're gonna be using that because it's free. It can be difficult to run in all of the computers because it's pretty powerful one, but it can run on the most of the computer. If you want something a bit lighter, then you can get an OpenShot video editor, which is an open source video editor, which is completely free and can run basically on anything. And yes, you can actually copy all the things that we're going to talk about in editing stage to that software. It will not be that hard, trust me. Or alternatively, you can actually use your phone to edit your videos. The video editors on the phones got pretty powerful in the recent years as well. If you have an iOS device or the iPhones or iPads, you can use a software called LumaFusion, which is pretty powerful editing software. And to be fair, I was actually using that to edit my first courses. Now let's talk about the cameras. What type of camera do you need? Well, to be fair, this camera right here, I don't know if you can see that, this camera right here, this is a Logitech webcam, which I had for years now. Was the first camera that I recorded my first courses on. So yeah, you can actually record your courses on a webcam. To be fair, this webcam is not very weak. It's pretty good webcam even for its age. But yeah, you can actually record on a webcam and nobody will blink an eye if you have it recording in a good lighting. Alternatively, you can use your phone camera. You can just set up your camera this way and record it and record with it yourself. And yes, it will be more than enough powerful and more than enough good quality to satisfy your needs of the video quality. More important, the camera in the visual part is actually lighting. You will need a good lighting. We see the most important reason why this footage looks like that is because of the lighting. And if I'll turn it off, this this is what you'll see. It's complete pitch darkness. This is with one light and this is with the second one. Basically, I have two lights. One right here, I'm literally touching it right now. It's around 45 degrees. I'm controlling it with the remote. Another one right by my side. I'm touching it on the left side. And you can use basically any home lanterns or lights that you want in order to simulate this type of lighting. Or alternatively, instead of this light right here, you can use your window. The best lighting for you and best lighting equipment for you is your daylight. I kid you not. It is the best lighting equipment that you can get. Just try to record your face near the window. I know it can be difficult because of the sound that is coming through the window, but if you can find a spot like that, yeah, it will provide you best amount of lighting that you can possibly find. And last but not least in equipment, it is the thing that a lot of instructors are struggling with. And it is the thing that a lot of instructors contact me about. A lot of instructors are telling that this is the most difficult part. Yes, this is the thing that you cannot just go out and buy, or you can rather, but it will not be cheap. And it is actually a recording place. It is a spot where you can record without any interference, without any outside noise, and without anyone bothering you, or rather without you bothering anyone else as well. Yes, recording places is difficult to find, but you will need to find a good recording place, at least for audio. And don't worry, I'm gonna be telling you surprising places where you can record a good clean audio in the next lecture. So overall, let me give you this conclusion about the equipment. Overall conclusion with an equipment is that you really don't need anything else other than the microphone and the computer where you will edit your videos. You don't really need that. But if you want, you can literally work with anything you have. Yes, I kid you not. You don't really need a $2,000 camera that I'm recording on right now, because Udemy will not even show it in its fullest glory and fullest quality. So webcam was actually working pretty well for me. Microphone, the lavalier microphone like this one, well, this is actually a wireless one, so it is a bit more different than a wired one. It's a bit more expensive, but overall sound quality is practically the same as from $20 microphone or other lavalier microphone. The key point is to be a dedicated one. Don't worry, again, we're gonna talk about this in the next lecture. So the key point is just to find a place where you can record and don't worry about the equipment. You really don't need to do that. This will be all about equipment. The key takeaway is that you don't really need to focus on that too much. If you can record a good audio, you don't really need to think about anything else. And if you can edit the videos on a computer, you don't need to think about anything else. This will be it for this lecture, and I'm gonna talk about microphones in the next one. See you there.